A warm and graceful morning to respected Dr. Meghna Bhilare ma'am, Director, Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management and Research, DYPIMR, Dr. Vishal Vadaskar sir, Associate Director, DYPIMR, today's guest speakers, Mr. Kunal Pingarkar, Chief Technology Officer, iWise 2E Business Limited, Mr. Nikhil Gore, Business Director, DigiScaling Consulting Private Limited, and Mr. Ankur Srivastav, Manager, SHL India, faculty members, and all the participants. It is said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. With these words, I, Dr. Jana Joshi, on behalf of Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management and Research, extend a heartfelt welcome to you all for the webinar on Gateway to Glorious Corporate Career, DYPIMR, MBA Digital Marketing, MBA and MCA. And it is our privilege to have with us three eminent guest speakers to enlighten us on this topic. Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management and Research, DYPIMR, is a premium institution of management and computer education in Pune, Maharashtra. For more than 2 decades, DYPIMR functions under the well-known higher education brand of Dr. D.Y. Patil Unitech Society, Pune, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chairman, Dr. P.D. Patil, and Secretary, Dr. Somnath Patil. The Institute integrates knowledge, research, industry experience, and international exposure to offer comprehensive management programs. It has full-time Master of Business Administration MBA, MBA in Digital Marketing, and Masters of Computer Application MCA programs, and is affiliated to the nationally renowned Savitribai Phule Pune University. The Savitribai Phule Pune University, SPPU, has honored the institute with the Best College Award in 2019. The institute has made its mark by excelling in academics and research, and it continues to grow as a center of excellence in management education and research. The accreditation by National Board of Accreditation NBA and A grade by National Assessment and Accreditation Council NAC are the testimony to our pursuit of excellence. After a brief introduction of our institute, now I take this opportunity to introduce our first guest speaker, Mr. Kunal Pingarkar. Sir is Chief Technology Officer, CTO in iWise 2E Business Limited. It's a proud moment for us to have Mr. Kunal Pingarkar with us, who is the alumnus of MCA of batch 2005-2008. He has also done his Masters of Science from BITS Pilani. Sir has more than 14 years of extensive experience in development, leadership, and management of numerous successful software development projects over a wide range of technologies and development environments in several domains, unique strength and requirements analysis, and initial system architecture and design. Now, I would request Dr. Meghna Bhilare ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Kunal Pingarkar. Please, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Moving ahead, I would like to introduce our second guest speaker for the session, Mr. Nikhil Gore. He is the Business Director of DigiScaling Consulting Private Limited. He is MBA in Marketing. He is a marketing leader with proven track record of business acquisition and development in India and UAE. Sir is highly analytical, multifaceted, and revenue conscious. He has 11 years of significant experience in managing cross-functional and culturally diverse teams in advertising and media industry. Sir is a passionate P&L leader obsessed with customer-centric approach to drive business decisions. He has handled leadership roles in sales, marketing, and operations. He has entrepreneurial approach with repeated success in achieving revenues, growth, and bottom line targets in dynamic rapid change environments. Sir also has extensive senior executive knowledge in development and execution of brand strategy. Again, I would request Dr. Meghna Bilare ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Nikhil Gori. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am. The third speaker for the session is Mr. Ankur Srivastava. Sir is manager in SHL India. Sir is MBA and a graduate in information technology. He has a rich experience in handling the entire gamut of business operations and is accountable for increasing profitability and achieving business objectives. Sir has expertise in conceptualizing and implementing promotional campaigns as a part of brand building and market development effort. He has proven acumen in executing key responsibilities pertaining to digital marketing, competitor analysis, sales, and market analysis. Again, I would request Dr. Meghna Bilare ma'am to kindly felicitate Mr. Ankur Srivastava.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request our director, Dr. Meghna Bilare ma'am, to kindly address the audience. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Jana. Good morning, Ankur sir, Nikhil sir, and Kunal, and all my dear students. It's really nice to have all you three here on this platform today, and would love to see you soon physically here in the campus with our students when they come here. And dear students, it's really our pleasure and privilege that these all three are together here, because they are the people who would be real guidance for you when it's a time for taking admissions. So the today's students which have joined, they are the prospective students who are willing to take admissions and our current year MBA students, MCA students as well. So we want you all to guide the students according to what are the corporate requirements and how would their career take turn after pursuing MBA, MCA and MBA digital marketing. So I hope that your guidance would help students to take the correct decisions and would be a very great guidance for our current students. Thank you. Thank you for joining with us today.
Thank you, ma'am, for the kind words. Now I would request Mr. Kunal Pingarkar to kindly address the participants. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for having me here. It's my pleasure to be part of this webinar. Hello, everyone. Very first thing, good morning to all of you. I'm Kunal Pingarkar. I'm a CTO of a company, iWise2 Business Limited, as well as I'm a co-founder of the other company as well. Once you're pursuing your MCA and your career, I mean, though it will be MBA or MCA, I mean, my point is work smart, not hard. So everyone has their own definitions for working smart and not hard. I mean, for me, working smart and not hard means improving your time management skill and focus on your goals. So you can prioritize, effectively and achieve bigger results in simplest, easiest, and more productive way. So I'll share a couple of opportunities which are available for you post of the MCA. So you can manage your, you can use your time management skills and focus on your goals. So once you are done with your MCA, once you are pursuing your MCA, while pursuing the MCA, there are a lot of opportunities which are available at the moment in current market as well as in future market. There are two ways, for you. I mean, the two ways, will open the door for you in your corporate industries. One is in technical, and one is a non-technical as well. So it doesn't matter that if you are feel that you are not confident on technical terms, but it's fine that there are a lot of opportunities for the non-technical people as well as after completing your MCA. So the opportunities are you'll get a knowledge. You'll get a jobs in development. There are a lot of ways to get into the testing. Testing with the development, like there are, it's not like testing may not need to have any technical knowledge, but there are a lot of opportunities for developers in the testing. So couple of other opportunities like network engineer, hardware engineer, then your web designer, mobile application developer, data scientist. Nowadays, AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, this market is very much groom up, and I would recommend that these market definitely will help you to get your career up to the mark in in coming future. Apart from that, there are a couple of areas in cybersecurity, then data analytics, data learning. Those who are very interested in designing and the drawings, for them, I would recommend to go with a user interface and user experience like UI and UX, kind of opportunities. So these kind of opportunities definitely available in a market once you are pursuing your MCA and after post to MCA. So why I'm saying that once you are while you are pursuing the MCA, these opportunities exist. The reason behind that, there are a lot of companies are available, those who are providing the project to the interns. And that is why I'm saying that, just take your, just take your interest, which area you are interested in, and just put the pedal, and the opportunity is yours. So while pursuing the MCA, I would recommend everyone that get associated with the companies, those who are assigning or allocating projects to the students, and it will help you to get get your career boost. So my point now, next point is like how you are achieving your goals and your careers, like for that, there are a couple of points which you have to remember, like decide, I would suggest first decide which career path you want to choose based on your interest, and then majorly you have to focus on your interest. Let's say you want to go with your development track or testing track or network engineer, DevOps track. These are the opportunities open for you. As I said in my earlier conversation, like there are plenty of opportunities available once you while you're pursuing or after you're done with your MCA. So just focus on your interest and identify that in which area you have interest. Okay, sometimes certification may also help you over there. So if you are interested to get the certification, there are a lot of certifications available with the different technologies. Get your certifications if required. If you feel that, it is not always required to get the job. So that is what my point of view. Then the main point is like technical preparation and practice. So you to achieve your goals, to any see, because MCA is a technical is a technical course, and to achieve this goal, like to in your career, the technical preparation and practice is very much important. So to achieve your goal, I would suggest just focus on the technical part. Then one more point is like keep track on your progress. So if you're working, or if you're preparing for any way, like for if you're chosen any way, like technical way or non-technical way, but I would suggest just focus, you just keep a track on your progress, like okay, in this month I will achieve this, the next month I will achieve the another part, and the third month I will be achieving another part. So this is how you can you can help yourself to achieve your goal. Okay, the one of the best part I would suggest to get the to get the career, the better career, I would say definitely to choose your mentor. Okay, so who will guide you in the right way. Sometimes it happens that you may have chosen some YouTube videos or any kind of technical videos. They definitely will help you. But a mentor would definitely help you to get your career in a right way, because if you're stuck at any place and if you need any guidance, then the mentors are there will be there to help you. And always focus on your positive thinking. So if you feel that okay, you have chosen any career, like in the development part and in your DevOps or in any the MCA career path, and if you feel after some months or some days, if you feel that okay, no, I mean this not be my interest, or this I'm not fit for that particular career path, so don't think that I would suggest. Okay, I would suggest to give plenty of time, or give sufficient time to yourself. Do not lose the focus. Always be a positive thinking, and definitely you will achieve your goals. I mean, um, I would recommend you, all of you, I mean, especially the students, those who are taking admission or those who are in MCA, just focus on your preparations. I mean, don't think about that you are not achieving what you want to achieve in 1 month or 2 months. It may take some time, but as soon as you achieve, then the career, I mean, the goal is yours. Okay, so these are the couple of points I have remember when I was pursuing my careers, and also whenever we were taking interviews, then we are we are checking in a candidate, like how exactly that candidate is confident on what for what he is interviewing. So that is only we are checking. We are sometimes, like the candidates are technically very much confident, but they are not confident on what they want to do, or what they are doing. So we are looking more confidence on the candidate, like what exactly candidates is trying to achieve, and whether he can achieve in a future way or not, while pursuing his career with us. So that usually we are looking into the candidate. So definitely, I mean, after MCA, there are a lot of opportunities will open the doors for you. Only the point which you have to remember, like which door you want to choose in your career path, what is your interest. So I would recommend you to from the day one, if you have started this already, well done, I appreciated it. But if you're not, then still there are a lot of time to achieve your goals. I would recommend you to focus on your interest, get the technical preparation, and the job will be yours definitely. I mean, I just listed very few opportunities, but if you're listing down the roles post to the MCA, it will be near about 30 to 40 roles will be available for you. And the future market is definitely a huge market for the computer engineers. So yeah, these are my points, and best of luck for everyone. If you have any questions for me, I'm here to answer your questions.
So we'll be having question and answer session after the keynote
Sure.
address of all the guest speakers.
Sure. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me time.
Thank you, sir, for your knowledge sharing with our participants. You have talked about the importance of both smart and hard work that is needed to achieve goals and the dream job. You have also emphasized on inculcating positive attitude, which plays an important role in career goal attainment. You have also given an insight on different opportunities for MCA students. This will surely benefit the MCA aspirants in understanding the gateway for their corporate career. Thank you, sir. Now, moving forward, may I now request Mr. Nikhil Gore to address the audience. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hi, guys. Very good morning. This is Nikhil, co-founder of DigiScaling and business director. Yeah, so I have around 12 years of experience in this field, in the digital marketing. I started my career in agency called McCann Erickson. I was handling L'Oreal as my first brand. So during this journey, now especially for the last 2 years, now the whole world is changing. You know, the traditional way of doing marketing is now changing to digital marketing. Right from a shopkeeper, now they are also putting their products on social media, or you know, the way now the world is moving. It's very interesting. You know, so past few years. Like I've worked in UAE for 5 years, from 2014 to 2018. I'm seeing in India this last 2 years, this wave is coming of digital. So there are so many opportunities out there in the market. It's not about only a development, or it's not about only a designing part, but yeah, it's also in a business part. You know, if you are taking this support, like this course, the digital marketing course, it's not only you have to focus on a particular field of digital marketing. There are n number of doors will open for you, you know, for digital marketing. So as a business as an entrepreneur, we have a sales and marketing in digital marketing. We also have a different set of fields in digital marketing, like as Mr. Sushal, sorry, I forget his name, Sushil. As Sushil said, UI UX design. Now it's really picking, you know, UI UX design. Why UI and UX design? You know, because anything you develop on digital, it has to approve by, it has a good user experience. What is user? Who's user? The end consumer is user. So if your platform is not that is not giving that kind of a impression, you know, to your end consumer, you are failed. You know, so there are so many, you can see there are so many platforms are coming, there are so many platforms are going. Why? It is because of UI UX design. So focus on that, UI UX. Focus, like you should invest your time into learning new things. You know, like when you're started doing this course journey, there are so many things to learn during this journey. There are so many things are available. Like now, Google also giving a free certification, you know, 360 Garage, on 360 Garage. So do that. Learn something new. You know, there are so many new trends. Now there is a programmatic advertising is coming in the market. AI is coming. Now AI will take over digital marketing after a few years. So my suggestion, you know, always keep update yourself, because if you're not updating yourself, then someone will take your position after some time. So let me just, can I present you? I have prepared some presentation for the students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah.
We'll make you co-host, sir. Then you'll be able to share this.
Yeah, I'm co-host, I think. Can you see the?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what is digital marketing? See, it's very simple. Whatever you're promoting online, that's the digital marketing. Either it is brand, or either it is a product or services, that is digital marketing. Why it is important? Why does digital marketing matter? If you see, for last especially after the pandemic, whoever were depending on a traditional way of marketing, now their business is closed, shut down, no business, zero business. If you see the average screen time of your mobile, it's 6 to 7 hours daily. Why people are putting so much time on that particular small gadget? Now it's habit. You can't change. You know, so through that habit, companies, brands are investing on that gadget, you know, to get the people attraction, the end consumers attraction. So they are creating memes, there are a lot of things they are creating to get the attraction. So if you see 71% of purchases are happening on through if you're following a particular brand, through that followers, there are 71 purchases. This is the research, this is not my data, this is research. Now, if you see the 10.3 billions of Google searches are only for like monthly Google search, only for product and services. So you should know your search engine, the Google search engine. Now, in the globally, 99% people are using Google search engine. So you should know what is Google search engine, how that search engine works, keywords, how the keywords are important in the content. So content marketing, that is also most important part here. So if you see on a digital marketing, there is a content marketing, there is a UI UX design. So in one field, your n number of doors will open. It's not only digital marketing. It's like a marketing on digital, but there is a multiple doors. If you see that, this is also one research. This is the number of shoppers, online shoppers in millions. They see the graph, and this will change. This is gonna increase. Next 20-30 years, like it will increase. So if this graph is increasing, it means the opportunity will increase. So this is this is actually digital world. This is a digital world now. You have to change your mindset. Don't just stick on there are multiple mediums. There are like out of home is there, the print media is there, but the effective, why digital? Because it's a calculative. You will get a good ROI. Your client know if I'm spending this much amount, I'll get this much of sale. So it's a calculativity. Any other media like print, you don't know like how many viewers you have. You just have a raw data of this much of subscription we have, and this might be we got that much of viewers, but that is just not non-official data. In digital, you have official data. You know what people who's using your who saw your advertisement and for how many minutes they have interacted with your platform or whatever. So these are it's not a type, but these are the main factors in digital marketing. It's a web development. What is the first identity on digital? It's your website or your company. It's your company identity, your website, where you put all the information about your services, all the information about yourself, about your brand or your product and services. So your website, it's your digital identity. That is first. Then how you promote that website, that is through search, either through a digital marketing like social media. Through social media you can promote that website, or on search engine like Google search engine also gives you that opportunity through Google ads. So through that you promote your platform. So then what is after website? That is mobile application. People who develop a website, after a few times they develop mobile applications to get closer to the customer. So mobile application, search engine optimization. What is search engine optimization? Just to optimize your particular platform, either it is website or it is mobile application on Google search. So it should visible on first page, your platform. That is search engine optimization. That goes organically and inorganically. So this is also one opportunity. There is so many jobs are available for search engine optimizer. Who knows how to do the search engine optimization. There is a good opportunity in this sector, search engine optimization. Web development. There are different kind of tools and technologies are there, like Magento is there, then WordPress. There are so many things are there in web development. So those doors also will open, but you should update yourself in the new technology, what is coming in the market, what is giving some issues, like some platforms are giving even bugs, so you should know that, okay, this particular platform is now outdated and this is now the future, like this is doing well. So keep update yourself. So how the social media, like as I told you, the average screen time of people, 6 to 7 hours on social media or whatever, on Google search. So this will help as a end consumer and for brands to promote their products. So this is how the social media will help to get the business up from your end consumer. So I'm not going to show all the slides, because see, my main motive is to tell you guys, digital, whatever you're doing in digital, that's gonna help you to get the right kind of opportunity in the market. There are opportunities, and now from India, there are remotely works are happening. You don't need to just what I say, like I was working in Dubai, last from 2014 to 2019 or 18-19 something. So now I'm handling Dubai's clients from India. Now remotely we are handling clients. We are handling clients from Canada. So world is small now, because of digital. World is small, so you don't need to go abroad and do. Yeah, of course you can, but but same kind of a packages you will get from this place, like from your home. You can work from home. You'll get the good packages in dollars. So why not this particular course? You should join this kind of a course, and where you will get the benefit after some time. It's like an investment. You're doing investment. In that investment, you will get the good benefit. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'll connect with you. And thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for enriching our participants with your profound knowledge. You have discussed that in this era, digital marketing has become the norm to have a successful business. You have highlighted the enormous opportunity for digital marketing and how it is enhancing the experience of end user. You have given insights on how important it is to update our own selves, taking into consideration the dynamism of digital world, so that one can promote the digital content. You can use search engine optimization tools and technologies and web development and many more to make the participants understand to go digital. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Now I take this opportunity to request Mr. Ankur Srivastava to address the audience. Please, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, DY Patil Management, to invite me here to guide the students why management skills is important nowadays. So I hope I am very clearly audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So good morning, everyone. So let us start why MBA is important. So MBA, as we all know, stands for Master of Business Administration. See, when I guide students, most of the time when I ask students why MBA is important and why you want to go for an MBA, then the students answer one question: we want to be a manager. So obviously doing an MBA will help you to be a manager, but it's not the only, it's to become a manager, you have to do an MBA. So most of the people think managing people is just, if I do an MBA, I'll be able to manage people. So that's good. So that managing people require a lot of skills basically. So MBA is not just about managing people, right? So MBA is more about learning and life skills. So when we say life skills, that includes your personality, your technical skills. So now when I say technical skills, don't get confused. When I say technical skills here in MBA, the technical skills, your marketing, HR, finance, whatever the management skills are required, that comes from the technical skills of management. Now, why to do an MBA? So guys, just to tell you, suppose anyone who wants to start a company or want to go ahead with any job, management is a backbone of any organization. Now, suppose you have an idea, you have a very good idea, and you developed a product also. But if you don't know how to market the product, right? How to network with the people, how to handle the people, right? Then it's very difficult for you to get success, right? So managing people is one part of doing an MBA that definitely most students think कि MBA करने के बाद मुझे एक AC cabin मिलेगा. That time will also come, but it will take some time, right? You have to work hard for that. But after doing an MBA, you'll have a very great start. Basically, there are a lot of ample opportunity that also I'll discuss in my session. Basically, so MBA overall, no matter you're from IT background or you're from commerce background, I myself come from a very diverse background. I did my graduation in IT. I started my career as a developer. Later, I realized, no, I don't want to get into the technical part of it. Then I did my management. I took my management degree. And today I'm at a very, at a position where I handle the entire gamut of business. Like I look after operations, I look after revenue. So, but it is like after almost 9 to 10 years of experience, right? So let's talk about MBA. So first is why MBA? That will open a door with an ample opportunity, because MBA is not restricted only to one specific job, right? As we all know, MBA have multiple domains like HR, marketing, finance, business analytics, operation, and supply chain. So there are multiple modules or multiple domains available in management degree that will help you to explore with better opportunity. And today in India, where we are into the startup ecosystem. So there are a lot of opportunities are coming in. So don't get confused. A lot of people come to me with an excuse saying there's no opportunity for us. There are an ample opportunity available for you guys. But what you need to do is you have to skill yourself, right? So obviously that comes with the learning. So that is one part. Now let's get into the MBA part. We all know MBA have a multiple module, as I said, marketing, HR, finance, business analytics, and the supply chain. How to choose a domain is very important for you, right? Most people choose a domain with some external information, or better I can say they heard something from in the air, right? कि मेरे दोस्त ने finance कर लिया, उसको job अच्छा लग गया. Guys, this does not work like this. You have to analyze yourself, right? And that is why in the first year, the syllabus is same for everyone, right? Generally, the domain comes in from the second year, right? Where you have to choose the more, whether it's you want to go for the marketing, HR, or finance, or whatever the domain is available for you. So suppose, for example, if you think you are good in communicating with people, you think you love to explore new places, then I must say marketing is good for you. I'm just taking an example, right? Suppose you love to handle people, right? So don't get confused. Handling people and managing people, two different things basically, right? Handling people is majorly when I say in a recruitment part, that is a part of an HR, right? If you think you are good to interact with people, you can connect with people or able to handle people, then I say HR is good for you. And if you like to play with numbers, then I say if you are good in mathematics, then definitely finance is good for you. Now, when we have two major modules here is business analytics and the operation supply chain management. Now, I'm very sure many of you are not aware about these two streams as well, but these two streams are very important nowadays. Today, as I said, we are living in an era where, in India, where we have a very large startup ecosystem and a lot of business transactions are happening where supply chain plays a very major role, because supply chain helps companies to have a better production quality control, one better cash flow. So these all things comes to the supply chain management and the logistic part. Now comes into the business analysis. Now, what is business analysis? So today, everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. Today, everyone is talking about machine learning, right? And today, even our phone, like most of the Android phone is, AI based, right? The technology used is in artificial intelligence, just like, Alexa in Google, right? There are a lot of things. Even when we use Swiggy, Zomato, or Make My Trip, all these platforms are based on artificial intelligence. Now, what is the role of a business analysis? Why business analytics is required into a business, right? So business analytics required a set of knowledge, basically. That set of knowledge includes the management part as well as the mathematics part, right? So mathematics plays a very major role in analytics because filtering the data is very important. Like Mr. Nikhil said, today most of the marketing are on the digital platform. So a lot of unfiltered data coming to the platform, basically, right? Some are used like, some good data, some bad data. So convert that bad data into a good data is a job of an analytics. Is like, so if you want to get into, if you think you are good in math and if you are good in management, then definitely business analytics is a good career for you. So whatever I have told you is just a, general, what I see is a general analysis we have done in industry basis that I have told you how to choose the domain, basically. So these are the major 5, domains available in MBA. So as per your skills, definitely you can choose which domain you want to go for. Now, addition to this, obviously in DY Patil, I'll help you in DY Patil. They have a very, scientific tool to analyze your skills, to analyze your potential, basically. So they have a very global level assessment platform available to them through which they will help you to realize your potential, right? So once you have that, report with you, you can understand what is your capable area, what all areas require improvement, right? And accordingly, you can work on yourself. So for this, there are AI-based, lot of, AI-based scientific tools available where you can access yourself. And that is there in the DY Patil. So that is one part. Now, as I said, I'm talking more of the management. So there are a lot of facts we talk about, a lot of myth also, right? Look at the guy has dropped out from BCom and he started his own business and he's very successful. No doubt. There are a lot of dropouts are doing very well in business. But it's not only the dropout who isn't doing a business. It's a team who is doing a business, right? So when you go to any, company page, like you go to Swiggy or you can go to Axis Bank or you even go to Microsoft, right? I always quote this thing, basically. Microsoft started by Bill Gates. He's a dropout, right? But when you go to the career page of a Microsoft, they always mention they want a student from an MBA background, right? So why it's not like, if you have the skill and you're 12 pass out, right? Why Microsoft is not taking you, right? So that is the one part. That is something which is exceptional. He was having some idea, like, 2-3 decades back, he started in Microsoft and he got success, right? But if you want to work with Microsoft and if you don't have a master degree, it's difficult for you to get into a good company, right? So what I'm trying to say is degree is something which is very important. That will give you the way, basically, how you think, right? So we as a human being, we across with a lot of ideas every day, right? So idea is just an idea until we convert that into an action. And converting that into an action is required knowledge. Without knowledge, you cannot do anything. And knowledge comes with a learning, right? And learning is possible through college, right? So if you start following this mantra, I can assure you will get the success in your life, right? And success is like something, right? If you want to be a manager, it is good. But if you're doing an MBA just to become a manager, it's wrong, right? Doing an MBA, following all the skill sets, learn all the things what is required in MBA, and then when start working, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years down the line, definitely you'll get the cabin with an AC, right? But always think first 5 years of a career is something where you have to prove yourself to the organization, right? So MBA is something I say it's a backbone of any organization. There are a lot of people come with an idea and they require marketing people, they require HR people, they require finance people, right? Even if they are dropped out or passed out. So come out of that mindset, guys, right? Because I'm very sure you might make many of you are planning to pursue an MBA, many of you are pursuing an MBA, right? So as I said, without knowledge, idea is just an idea, right? So for converting that into an action, knowledge is required, and knowledge, you have to learn new things, right? Now, I am with working with DY Patil since so many, what do you say, from last so many years. So what I say is, doing an MBA, why you all are here and attending this session. I'm very sure those who are pursuing your MC or MBA and those who are planning to, for them is like, as I said, DY Patil is the one of the institute, recognized institute under Pune University, who is using this scientific tool basically, right? आप क्या करते हो? I'll explain you in a very easy way. आपने admission लिया, आपने MBA pursue किया, but if you don't know your capable area, that's very difficult for you to perform, right? Taking a degree and taking a degree with the knowledge is two different things again, right? So at DY Patil, as I said, they have a very scientific method to assess you, and that assessment will help you to analyze your capability, and basis the capability, you can choose your career path. That is one part. Second, what I observed in DY Patil in so many years, the entire, the placement cell works in a very strategic way, basically, right? The entire placement process is in line with the student potential. So when I say in line with the student potential is like, if you're performing well, right? You are good with your marketing. Suppose you're a marketing student and you are performing well with the marketing, right? So they have that approach where they can help you with the right opportunity, right? Similarly for other domains like HR, marketing, finance. So the entire placement process, because I'm very sure जो भी MBA करने आ रहे हैं, and degree you're coming with a perspective, so you have a better job opportunity, that I can assure you, right? You will get in DY Patil. Second, other part, the name of the institute, right? As it is like almost more than 2 decades, the institutes is well established, and the name of the DY Patil is at the global level. So you need not to tell to companies which institute you are coming from, right? So today you go to Delhi, you get a job in Hyderabad, Bangalore, or across globe. DY Patil is very known, right? So this known factor in a private institution, which is at the Pune University, is one of the reputed institutes, I can say, because I come from a background where I hire people, right? So I know the recognition of the institute across India, right? So that is one part. So these are the things, and definitely, it's a general gyan I have given you, and I will happy to answer whatever queries you have, because see, मैं बात करूंगा, and if you don't ask anything, this session is of no use. So I want everyone to come up with a lot of questions, whatever questions coming to your mind regards to job or MBA, how to choose the college, anything, right? You can ask, right? So this is all from my side. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable information. While discussing, you mentioned how important are the technical skills of MBA, acquiring knowledge and converting an idea into action. So you have emphasized that MBA opens up the career path in multiple domains and helps in exploring a large gamut of opportunities. Sir, you have also given an insight on how training and placement department of DYPIMR can help the aspirants to have good career prospects for different specializations of MBA. Thank you, sir, once again. Now, moving ahead, now I'll be having the question and answer session. I request all the participants to either post the questions on the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask the question directly. I also request all the participants to kindly specify for which course the question is meant for.
I think instead of putting the question in the chat box, they can straight away unmute themselves and ask the question.
Yes, yes. Dear participants, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, hello.
Hi, ma'am. Actually, I have filled the registration form, but I didn't get call.
Registration form for this webinar?
Not for webinar, ma'am. For MCA registration form.
Okay, okay. So we'll get
Yeah.
back to you. You can put your mobile number on the chat box and
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
yeah, ping me personally.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Participants, it's a great opportunity to ask your queries, your questions. If you have any any doubts related to the content of any course, the prospects of any course, general query related to your careers, any of that thing can be asked definitely. We are fortunate that 3 of the experts from respective fields are available here, and they will definitely put their best to solve your queries. So do not hesitate to ask your queries here.
Sir, tell about MC.
Yes. Shubham, do you have any question?
MCA management and MCA science both are different or same?
Kunal sir, I would request you to.
Shubham, your question was MCA management and MCA science. Okay. Okay. See, definitely curriculum wise, there are some differences, but at the end, you will be considering as an MCA student, MCA graduate student. So it doesn't matter that whether you are pursuing MCA management or MCA science. It is based on your interest. That is what I would suggest you. So check your interest, whether it is in management or in science. But from the curriculum perspectives, it is only the maybe couple of subjects are different. That is all about it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Students, we know 3 languages. I mean, for myself, I'm not sure about other speakers, but you can speak with us in Marathi, Hindi, English. Doesn't matter. And feel free.
So there is a question. Please tell the difference in engineering MCA and management MCA. So again, the same thing.
Engineering MCA. See, what I would suggest you, like, finally it is related to the computer, right? Doesn't matter. Master of computer application or master of computer. I mean, it's a MCA, but in management or science. Also, just difference between some couple of curriculum subjects, not more than that. You have to choose, like, couple of management subjects, or course may have added in the MCA management, not major apart from that.
Yes, participants, if you want to ask question in Hindi or Marathi also, please feel free to do so. So there is one more question. Do you believe that there are limitations or challenges to digital marketing, and how would you overcome these? I would request Nikhil sir to answer this.
You believe that there are limitations and challenges to digital marketing. How would you overcome this? Okay. See, limitations. There is. See, if you see the digital marketing, it's just started few years back. Like, we have a traditional way of doing marketing, which is like more than 4 or 5 decades. So digital is just a decade or 2 decades started. So you see, every medium has their limitations, has their challenges. but I would say, as my experience, this is amazing field. There is a lot of things, or as a opportunity wise, it has a future. You will get a good numbers here, as I'm talking about the package wise, So yeah, just enjoy the field and update yourself, because it's a digital, so every day there's something new is coming. The new tools are launching, new technology is launching. As I also mentioned, the AI, artificial intelligence will take over in some time, for digital. But yeah, but you have to apply, you have to update, yourself, and get the things your way.
I have also received one question from Manali. So her question is, how should a student having average coding knowledge choose a particular domain while pursuing MCA? All right. Definitely, I would love to address this question. So Manali, see, I mean, though the student is average in a coding knowledge, okay, I'll take that challenge a lot of time. And if you are properly following the way which I usually suggest to the students, then within a 6 months will be a kind of a expert in that coding. Okay, so doesn't matter like which programming language you want to choose, whether it will be any Python, PHP, Java, .NET. Upcoming technologies are there are a lot of upcoming technologies like Node.js, React.js. These technologies may I don't know, but because I'm not familiar with the current curriculum of MCA, but Node.js, React.js, there are a lot of upcoming JS technologies have also introduced in market, and they are capturing all the entire market. They are about to, so they are grooming. So choose any technology, yeah, and just give yourself a challenge to get the hands-on experience in the coding. And I believe that within 3 to 6 months you will be expert in the coding. And if you want to choose a particular domain, then based on your interest, like I would recommend that I would recommend that choose the domain. I mean, there are a lot of domains, like healthcare domain is there. Nitin sir also said there is digital marketing, that is also one of the good domain. In SEO, in other areas, UI UX, there is also, definitely it will help you to choose your domain. But first you have to identify your interest and your comfortness, then only the domain is yours, like so I hope I answer your question.
Someone has asked, hello, I want to ask you this, can I do MBA along with job? Like someone is asking a question.
Vishal, sir.
Hello, you want me to take it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, there are two aspects to this. This is question from Karthik Pathak. There are two aspects to this. One is whether one should do that. Okay, and second aspect is from administrative perspective. If somebody wants to do that, whether it is possible from the administrative perspective of the institute. Okay, so I would like to answer from both the sides. Now there have been many students, particularly under University of Pune, who have been pursuing their courses like MBA along with their jobs. One is, if you have got a decent experience and you want to pursue the course without sacrificing your 2 years of corporate career, it is always possible, definitely. From administrative perspective also, it is possible. At times we allow students to do that. But the call has to be taken by the student only, because if the student leaves the job and pursues the course full time, what is on the plus side is he gets to learn more things, but there is a huge cost to be incurred for that decision, because your 2 years of experience it needs to be sacrificed, and whatever earnings would come from your current job, okay, that you need to sacrifice for a couple of years. if you pursue the job, the course along with the job, then the downside is that probably your inputs will be limited, because we normally conduct classes for such students on weekend basis. So there has to be a little bit of sacrifice on the academic front from the student. Okay, but what is on the plus side is, as I already told, you don't need to sacrifice the your earnings for 2 years and your 2 years of experience. So the answer to this question is yes, it is possible. But whether you want to take that route or you want to take the other route, that is the complete the prerogative of the decision is of the student only. Hope I have answered to Karthik's question.
I also received two more questions from Gayatri and Netra. So one question is MCA specialization and MCA normal. What is the difference between that? So I don't think so. There is anything like MCA specialization and MCA normal. I think MCA is MCA. I mean the entire whatever the subjects are there. You have to you have to address all the subjects while pursuing your MCA. I mean there is no like if you want to do MCA in Java, MCA in .NET. So I don't think so. There is no specialization as of now. I hope so, like or ma'am, because I'm not familiar with the current curriculum, but I think this is the case. Okay, so MCA is MCA. There is nothing specialization and normal. And the second question is, okay, which programming language is in trading? Okay, cool. So the upcoming word is like for I mean as Vishal sorry Nikhil sir and this Adi sir introduced like or point out like AI and machine learning. So yes, programming language if you want to choose like I would recommend not a single programming language will be going to die in the future. I mean whatever the current trading programming language. So in which Python is there, okay, PHP there. Java is already there from the beginning because if you want to develop, majorly the high and heavy base mobile applications developed in Java. But nowadays there are a lot of technologies available to develop the mobile applications. You can use the React Native, you can use, again, Falcon. Okay, so these technologies also there to use to help you to choose the programming language. But I would recommend you to just get hands-on on the technical front. Just get hands-on on the logical reasoning and how exactly you can solve the problem with the help of coding. Then the programming language is just a syntax. I mean, it doesn't matter, which programming language you will be choosing, whether it will be Java, .NET, or anything. It's just a syntax. Okay, you just have to focus on your to improve your logical skills. That is what I would recommend because I mean, after certain year of experience, very few companies are asking you to okay just get this thing done in their programming language. Let's say if you are done with your if you are completed your 7 years or 9 years or 10 years 10 years of experience, then the company will ask you, okay, this is my problem and you have to give me the solution of that problem. So that time it is your call to choose the right programming language for that. Each and every programming language has its own pros and cons. So based on that, you have to select the programming language. But for simplicity and understanding, Python is the very best. You can learn the Python very quickly. Okay, so that is what I would recommend. Okay, one more question: how to improve the problem solving skill? Practice. Okay, I would suggest practice. Practice makes man perfect. So with this statement, get to practice as much as you can. Pick up any example. Pick up any example like if you want to create any store. Nikhil sir also has given the programming sorry some framework Magento. He has given example of the Magento. So Magento is e-commerce based framework which is developed in PHP. So choose any problem which you feel that okay this is a problem for you, your student, your colleague, your relatives, your your nearby areas, pick up any problem and try to solve that problem with the help of that. Try to build the application for that problem, then your skill will definitely improve. Um, okay, so yeah.
Ankur sir, I have received.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, yes.
I'm Radhika Agrawal, this side.
Yes, yes, Radhika, please speak.
Yes. I want to ask question to Nikhil, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. My doubts are quite clear while listening to you.
Yeah.
I just have a small question. If I'm enrolling myself for digital marketing,
Mhm.
which domain or channel like SEO, EM, multi and channel analytics, which is good for future preference?
See, it all depends on your comfort,
Okay.
how analytical you are strong, how if you have a creative mind, so there is another a prospect for your digital marketing, so it all depending on you. So on first year, I think you should know yourself what in which part you will be able to fit. So
Okay.
accordingly you start or you choose your path, so because in digital marketing it's not only SEO, there is a content marketing, there is a creative field also in digital marketing,
Yes.
so you should know yourself what likes you, what comfort you, and what gives, and also one important, what enjoys you, because
Okay.
if you enjoy your work, no one will stop you. You will succeed in your career. You have to
Yes, sir.
enjoy. If you're enjoying that particular field, of course you will get something good out of it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Nikhil sir, if I may please add to your answer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Radhika, yes.
Yes, sir.
So, what Nikhil sir said is absolutely right. Okay, just to complement his answer, I have a piece of information also to share with you as well as other
Okay, sir.
participants who are there in this call. The thing is that there is always this dilemma in the mind of most of the students. Okay, and that is irrespective of the course. Like you must have seen that other students were asking Kunal sir about like which programming language or which technology or something like that, right? You'll see that most of the students pursuing MBA will also have similar types of queries in their mind. Which specialization, which industry should I go into? Having pursued a specialization also, which particular job profile under that specialization should I get into? Things like
Yes.
that. Now, the best way, as Nikhil sir rightly said, that what you are most suitable with depends on your skill set, requirements of the job, where you find your own comfort. Okay, and it's combination of so many things like this. But the thing is that you will be able to understand this only after having taken a little bit of hands-on experience, right?
Okay.
Now, one way, the traditional way is you pass out from the course, take up the job, and you'll be able to taste the realities of the world, and eventually you'll get to know about that. But there is another way that this time can be cut down. This time can be shortened also. Okay, so for that, what we have done is we already have some of the projects on board, digital marketing projects, where there is a dedicated team, including the faculty members in the institute, which works on those digital marketing projects. Okay, so what we do is we involve the students in those projects also as live projects. Okay, as interns, and the students are able to take little bit of flair of the flavor of the various types of job responsibilities which could be there under digital marketing project. And after having experienced that firsthand, there is no reason why a student should not be able to decide by within a year or so as to which particular area of digital marketing he or she wants to get into. Okay, so that arrangement has already been done in the institute.
Okay.
Okay, so that otherwise you would have needed to go outside after completing the course and take hands-on experience, that is already been provided by the institute. And there,
Yes.
by the end of your first year or maximum by the third semester, you should be able to take the decision which area of digital marketing you would like to get into. So this
Okay.
is just to complement Nikhil sir's answer to your question.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome. I think, yeah,
one
there is a
question
question
is-
from Ganesh. Yeah, for Kunal sir, I think.
Okay, so I have one question. I don't know, sir, whether you are reading the same question. MSc CA better hai ya MCA? Which is better? And which course is better for get the job quickly? Okay. I don't know whose this name is. So, okay, so I definitely would love to answer this question. So, MSc CA better hai ya MCA? Okay. See, I mean, I have also sometimes I also told to everyone, like, after a certain year of experience, no one is going to ask you, okay, you have to do this job, in this programming language, or to get the job, you have to choose this programming language. So you will be in a position that you have to choose the correct programming language. So that is one thing. But though you are choosing a MSc, CA or MCA, Java is not going to change. Okay, Java is always be a Java. So आप MSc CA में पढ़ो या certification course पढ़ो या MCA में पढ़ो. Okay, but the difference is, like, I'm sure that when I was pursuing MCA, that time we had mathematics subjects, we had management subjects. So these subjects definitely help you to grow in your career. Okay. And I believe that these subjects are not there introduced in MSc CA. So to get more knowledge is always better to get very less knowledge. I mean, moving forward, management skills, your technical abilities, your mathematics skills would definitely help you to improve your career path. So MSc is definitely always better than MSc CA. That is what I would recommend.
So there is one more question. Why DY Patil College is the best for MBA? I've heard from many people DY Patil is excellent. I would request Vishal sir to take this question.
Okay. Yeah, Karthik. Karthik, good morning. Yeah, good afternoon once again. See, one thing is that you have heard from so many people that DY Patil is best college for MBA. That itself is the reason. Okay, because when too many people talk about you that you are the best. Okay, when people from outside talk about you that you are the best. Okay, that implies that you are the best. So, without sounding egoistic, I would like to tell you that there are many reasons why people from outside say that this is one of the best institutes for MBA. Normally, any student come to pursue course like MBA with the prime most important reason that they want good placement opportunities. They want that significant improvement in their skill set to take place, which can be used in their career to advance fast in their career. So the entire focus of this institute, Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management and Research, is what we call as begin with the end in mind. And end is that a student wants a glorious corporate career. Okay, so when you will come and if you get this college through centralized admission process, you come and confirm your admission. From that process itself, you will start getting to know that entire process is placement oriented only. On the day of confirmation of your admission, we collect such information from you, which is going to be ultimately used for your placement processes. Okay, so I have hardly seen any other college, because I'm in this industry for some time now. I have seen other institutes as well, but I have hardly seen other institute where from the day one, the entire focus is based on the placements only. So whenever the subjects are allocated to the faculties here, it is not the traditional way that a particular faculty is told to teach XYZ subject. Along with that subject allocation, a list of questions is given to the faculty, which is nothing but all the interview questions which has been asked from that particular subject in last 3 years. Okay, so you can understand that when the teacher also teaches, the faculty also teaches the subject, the entire focus is that after having taught this subject, the majority of the students sitting in the class should be able to answer those questions which are ultimately going to be asked in the interview, which come from this particular subject. Okay, so this is just an example. Entire process of this institute is oriented towards the placements. So you'll find that there are innumerous training programs. There are innumerous activities which take place. When I say activities, it is interaction with industry people, industry visits, and so on and so forth. There are so many things which are ultimately arranged with only one thing in the mind, that is the employability of the students. The students should get best placement opportunities. And because all of these things happen in this way, there is no wonder that the number of companies which are associated with the institute, which come on a regular basis for placements, there is a huge list of those companies. At times you'll see that the options from which the institute can choose to get into touch with this company, this option includes hundreds of companies. Okay, at times the number of companies are more than the number of students available for college placement. These are a few of the reasons why people from outside consider and say, tell openly that Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management and Research is one of the best institutes for MBA. I hope I have answered to your question, Karthik.
There is one question in the chat box. How should one prepare for the placements as a MCA student?
Right. I definitely would like to address this question. So, very simple. Two things you have to follow. One is you improve your logical reasoning skills, and second is programming language skills. So, if you have command on these two skills, definitely, you'll definitely get the placements. And as per my experience with the D.Y. Patil College, the college is also time to time help you to get improvements, to get you placed with the different companies. So if you're part of this college, then I would suggest you not to worry about that. Placement cells in the D.Y. Patil is very much powerful to get you to the right company.
There's one more question. I would request Ankur sir to take up this question. Sir, कॉलेज में जब प्लेसमेंट होता है तो सब लैंग्वेज आनी चाहिए या कौन सी भी एक परफेक्ट करनी होगी?
Ganesh, by language you mean programming language or
programming language is what I say.
If it is programming language, then I would request Kunal sir to take it.
Yeah, right.
So usually programming language C++, most of the companies are asking you to write a question, write an answer in either in C++ or Java. Majorly, I'm not saying 100%, but major companies would recommend that. But if you're not comfortable with these two languages, that also not matter. You can ask to your those who are coming to your college for the placement. You can ask them, and you can choose your language. If you're comfortable with any other language, you can choose that language, and you can write your answers in that programming language. Yeah.
Ankur sir, I've received one question for you. Are there ample opportunities for operations management for non-engineering background students?
Okay. So yes, of course, there is. So as I said, MBA is such a field where anyone can make a very good career, right? So if you're from, you're from which background? IT or technical
Sir,
background?
BSc, he has written BSc.
Okay, BSc. So anyways, let's consider as a technical background, right? So BSc, if you're coming and you want to get into operation, is not a big deal basically, right? Because once you get in the MBA, you are going to learn a very new skills. That is nothing, what do you say? You cannot correlate with your UG program. So here altogether, you're going to learn a new skills and that will help you to get a job. Now talking about the operations role, obviously you are from a technical background. And as I said, operations will require a lot of, execution part, right? So if you're good in the documentation part, say if you're good in Excel, if you think you can work for 9 hours, 6 hours sitting at a one place, definitely you can make a very good career in operations. So in single line, there are opportunities available in operations, no matter you're from which background, right? So don't worry on that part.
And sir, there is one more question. For taking a BA as a specialization, does a student need to have IT background?
No, it is not necessary, right? So I'll just, take an example, a real-time example. One of my friend, having a 6-7 years of experience, recently switched to analytics, and he was completely into logistic. And later, after 7 years down the line, he realized he want to get into some analysis role because there is a lot of options, career options open into analytics, right? So even if you're from the, normal art background or the commerce background, right? So you can make a very good career in business analysis, right? But what you have to make sure if you are good with the numbers, because when I talk about the analytics, right, it is more of, the probability and the other calculations required, right? And even I think there's a open language like Python, right? A lot of, companies are, Python is, included in analytics nowadays. So if you're happy to learn Python and you're good in mathematics, analytics is a very good career for you, right?
Thank you.
I would like to come in once again to complement Ankur sir's both the answers, this answer and the earlier answer. Whichever, whoever has asked this question and all other students also who are there in this call, in MBA, I'm not talking about MBA digital marketing, I'm talking about plain MBA course. In MBA, the first semester is common for all the students. Okay, so there is no selection of the specialization in first semester. The selection of the specialization happens only in the second semester. Okay. Now, because this is an opportunity that, there is some time available at the disposal of the students to take the decision related to specialization. We are the only institute which utilizes this time very constructively, this opportunity very constructively, to arrange a complete one-day workshop on how to choose specializations. Okay, this happens after the mid of the first semester, little towards the end of the first semester, because that is the particular time when the students have received a few inputs related to general management in first semester, and that is also right time for them to choose a specialization which is going to start from the second semester. Okay, so even on this online mode also, last year batch, okay, we conducted this workshop. Okay, we just spread it over 2 days, a couple of hours session on 2 days. Okay, but generally when it happens in offline mode, we dedicate one complete day to make it a complete day workshop on how to choose specialization. It's a very, very scientific, methodical way which has been designed by our institute, okay, to take the students through a series of activities and worksheets and a lot of information, and it is designed in so clinical way that once a student goes through that entire process, there is more than 95% chances that by the end of the day, students will come out with a confident and right decision related to the specialization. So this is just a piece of information I wanted to add to Ankur sir's answer, that at this juncture, the student just need to decide to start pursuing MBA course, and if by fortunately, I mean, if there is fortune of the students to get into an institute like this, you will definitely get an opportunity to attend that workshop. So yeah, don't worry too much about the specialization right now. Thank you.
I've received one question. My graduation is in arts. Which MBA stream is best for me? I would request Ankur sir again.
Okay. So as I said, MBA is an open field, right? And addition to Vishal sir what said, key first think of getting into the management, right? So even earlier in my session, I have already mentioned, like, first year is common for everyone, right? So let first take an admission, get into the MBA. So what I can assure you on the part is, no matter you're from which background coming from, if you're getting into the MBA, definitely you have a career. Now, how to choose a domain, it depends on your capability, right? And whether you're capable to get into the HR, finance, or marketing, that comes later. As like, DY Patil is having that entire session on that. And I already mentioned they have a certain tools, assessment tools available to them that will help you to find out the right capable area for you, right? So as a BA, you can get into the HR also, you can get into the marketing as an option, and operation is also an option, right? Again, finance is something which is very different from your UG, because in arts, basically, there's no subject like mathematics and all, then there will be a challenge. But again, if you're passionate about anything, you can make a career in anything, right? But being a BA, you will have a very good option into operations, into marketing, into HR as well. But again, that I'll suggest to decide once you get into the MBA, right? And I got one question on my chat box. Is there any certification courses available in college along with the MBA from Komal? So Komal, as I said, first thing is the curriculum. So first, once you get into the MBA, think of completing the course, right? Properly, basically, right? So don't fall into the trap of doing multiple certification, right? So what it is required to get into the industry, that everything is going to provide you by the college, right? So don't get into like ye bhi certification karna hai, wo bhi certifications karna hai. Don't get into that, right? As a normal MBA graduate, even if you're completing your course properly with all the skill set what your college is designed for you, if you can complete that, you'll get a job, right? And today there are a lot of good platforms available to you, like Coursera. Then there's a platform Udemy, which can help you with a lot of additional knowledge also, right? So and there's nothing as I call it is a proper certification, right? Like in obviously when you talk about the digital marketing, then obviously there's certification like Google advertisement certification, SEO certification. That's a technical part, right? But if you're coming for an MBA and if you're doing a marketing, then obviously there's no SEO certification is required. Okay, fine.
Sir, again, I would like to add something.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So what you said is absolutely right. Okay. What we have done. Okay, and again, at the cost of sounding a little egoistic, I would like to tell, because it is a unique feature of this institute, that generally the university curriculum is designed in such a way that an average student should be able to perceive it. Okay, so normally what happens is there are a few gray areas, few lacunas in any university syllabus, any university curriculum. Okay, so what we do is from the perspective of the students which come to our institute, if we see that there is some there is some area which is not being covered in syllabus, we provide a certification in that particular area. Okay, so that one, we should be able to ensure that the students are getting a complete package. Okay, if they consider the curriculum along with the certification. Okay, and two, that certification we also choose in such a way that it should have a strong acceptance in the job market, in the employability market. Okay, so yes, there will be some certifications, and because I told you the way we decide how to give the special the certifications, there could be different number of certifications for different specializations depending on where the need is more. Because the industry changes very fast. It is a very dynamic world out there. Okay, these certifications also change from batch to batch. Okay, so right now students only need to think that they should get into institute like this, where there will be a complete package available in terms of curriculum as well as certifications. Which certifications, that will definitely be revealed to you at the right time and at the right forum. Thank you.
Nikhil sir, there is one question which I've got in my chat box. It is in Marathi. Would you be comfortable to answer it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. सर, मला डिजिटल मार्केटिंग मध्ये करिअर करायची इच्छा आहे, पण त्याचे प्री रिक्विजिट्स काय आहे? IT बॅकग्राऊंड लागेल का?
ओके, IT बॅकग्राऊंड लागेल का? काही गरज नाहीये. तुम्ही इवन कॉमर्स बॅकग्राऊंडचे जरी असाल तरी तुम्ही हा कोर्स करू शकता. तुम्हाला टेक्निकल नॉलेज, जसं मी मागे बोललो, आवड पाहिजे. तुम्हाला त्या फील्ड बद्दलची आवड असणं खूप महत्वाचं आहे. जर तुम्हाला आवडत नसेल तर तुम्ही कुठलाही म्हणजे तुमच्या करिअरसाठी तुम्ही कुठलाही काही चूज केलं, म्हणजे कुठलाही सब्जेक्ट चूज केला, तुम्ही सक्सेस तुम्हाला मिळणार नाही त्या गोष्टीमध्ये. तर तुम्हाला आवड असणं गरजेचं आहे. आवड आणि तुमचा फोकस त्या पर्टिक्युलर सब्जेक्ट बद्दल हा खूप महत्वाचा आहे. तर तो जर असेल तर मला वाटत नाही की तुमचा बॅकग्राऊंड काय असेल आणि तुमचं पास्ट तुमचं जे पण शिक्षण आहे ते कशामध्ये झालं असेल याची काहीच हे नाहीये याच्यामध्ये रिक्वायरमेंट.
Good. Thanks. I can see there are a couple of more questions which I think I can take up if.
Yes.
Gentlemen, is it okay?
Yes.
I could see.
Yes, sir. Please.
Question from Ganesh again. सर, जो नॉन IT बैकग्राउंड से स्टूडेंट है उनको परफेक्ट होने के लिए कुछ अलग से क्लास होते हैं कॉलेज में, या सब लोग साथ में ही जो IT बैकग्राउंड से है? ठीक है. So I think very quickly this can be answered that now I took the privilege to answer to this question and did not request Kunal sir to take it because there is a recent update from the university. University ने क्या किया है अभी कि there are bridge courses available. Okay. ब्रिज कोर्सेज का मतलब ये है कि जो अलग बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, जिनका रिलेवेंट बैकग्राउंड नहीं होता है, उनको रिलेवेंट बैकग्राउंड से आए हुए स्टूडेंट्स के साथ में लाने के लिए, एट पार लाने के लिए, एक लेवल में लाने के लिए जो कोर्सेस उनको देने पहले आवश्यक होता है, ठीक है, वो सारे कोर्सेस ब्रिज कोर्सेस में यूनिवर्सिटी ने अभी लॉन्च किए हैं. ठीक है, एंड वी प्रोवाइड दोज ब्रिज कोर्सेस. सो आंसर टू गणेश क्वेश्चन इज yes, even if you or some other student is not from IT background or relevant background, that option of getting at par with the other students is already there available, and you will definitely get a privilege of that. And then there is a question from Ishwar. Are there opportunities to build leadership skills on the campus? Answer to this is yes. There are enough number of things available, enough number of activities available to develop leadership skills, जिसमें करिकुलर एज वेल एज एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज अवेलेबल है. एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज में हम लोग कुछ भी ले, वेदर इट इज स्पोर्ट्स, वेदर इट इज एनी आर्ट फॉर्म, कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज, व्हाटएवर. ओके, उसमें तो लीडरशिप स्किल लगता ही है, डेवलप होता ही है. There are so many events which we arrange, and generally these events are managed by the students, and a lot of leadership skills are developed during this process. As I already mentioned, there are so many projects which continuously go on. These are not only academic projects but as well as industry projects also, and we provide these as live projects to the students, and there is a lot of opportunity to develop leadership skills during execution of those projects also. So answer to Ishwar's question is yes, there are enough opportunities to develop leadership skills on the campus.
तर मला पण काही ऍड करायचं सर.
Yes sir, please.
Add one more thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just मैं तुम आप सबको मैं एक स्टोरी बताऊंगा. My personal experience, you know. जब मैं even I did my masters in DY Patil, okay, but different campus. So मेरे साथ एक स्टूडेंट था, मेरा एक दोस्त, his name is Parvez Patel. He was from औरंगाबाद से भी एक बहुत छोटा सा विलेज है, वहां से वो बिलोंग करता है. He was a farmer. जब एडमिशन लेने से पहले वो फार्मिंग करता था. सो एक छोटे से विलेज का लड़का जिसका लैंग्वेज में कुछ कंट्रोल नहीं है, यू नो, इवन मराठी भी वो ढंग का बोल नहीं पाता था. नाउ दिस गाय is handling overseas sales, you know. He was working with me in Dubai. He was handling European market. He's handling American US market. He's traveling all over the world, you know. So आप कहाँ से हो, आप क्या कर रहे हो, सब छोड़ दो. You just need to believe in yourself. आप जो कर रहे हो वो आप फोकसली करो. That is the only thing I can say. And what is communication? Communication and language is two different things. आपको अंग्रेजी नहीं, इंग्लिश नहीं आती. That is not the scenario here. No? How you communicate yourself, that's the more important thing in any field. Okay, I think मैं भी clear हूँ कि बहुत लोगों को यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम होगी कि यार हम how we can communicate, में हम लोग कैसे परफॉर्म करेंगे वहां पे. नो, आप वो भूलिए. कम्युनिकेशन आपका अच्छा है. language is not a barrier in this particular, you know, field.
Yes, right. I mean, I would also love to address this, the same thing. I was also from, Marathi background, and my entire education I've done in Marathi. And when I was pursuing in MCA in DY Patil College, I was also very poor in, especially English communication, I would say. Not in communication, but I was good in the communication. But by speaking in English, I was very poor. I mean, as I said, one of Nikhil's friend, even I have traveled. I mean, this is my case. I'm telling my story. I traveled near about 11 countries. Okay, and language is, to be honest, not a barrier for me, not at all. Okay, I mean, आप जैसे ही आप एक बार grow करना चालू कर देते हो, then मराठीमध्ये एक म्हण आहे, म्हणजे पाण्यात पडल्याशिवाय पोहायला शिकत नाही माणूस. तर तशातली गोष्ट आहे ती. आय एम सॉरी फॉर दॅट. सो ऐसा आहे की बस यू जस्ट हॅव टू फॉल डाऊन. ओके, देन द स्काय इज लिमिट फॉर द यू. दॅट इज व्हॉट आय वुड से हियर. ओके, सो या, थँक यू.
I think I can see one last question from Shubham Gavde. Is on-campus placement better or off-campus better for IT students? See, as far as I understand, off-campus is generally required when you do not get placement from college. Okay, when you do not get on-campus placement. So as far as you are ensuring that you are a good student and following general things which have been told by the experts today in the session, there is no reason why you should not get an on-campus placement. So I think this is not the right time. You should think about the off-campus placement. You should only think about on-campus placement, and for that the only need is to be a good and sincere student. That's it. Okay, what is college placement? Okay, so there are many personal questions now. I think if you are attending this session, you must be definitely in touch with somebody or the other from the institute. Okay, if not, I would share a contact number here in the chat box. Okay, where you can get in touch for all your personal queries. So we would take only general queries in this session, and I think most of them have been already answered. So can somebody share, Jenna ma'am or somebody else can share Amit sir's number here?
Yes, definitely, sir. I'll do it.
Please share Amit sir's number, and
Yes.
students are advised to get in touch with Amit sir for all your personal queries. You know.
Yes.
No, the personal queries like मेरा CT score इतना है, मुझे मिल सकता है क्या, नहीं मिल सकता है क्या, no, things like that. General forum is not appropriate because सबका time उसमें जाता है, and आपको भी detail answer नहीं मिलता है personal query का. So please get in touch with Amit sir. Amit sir का number यहाँ पे share किया है अभी रवि sir ने.
Sir, there is one question for Kunal, sir. According to your opinion, what kind of IT skills should an MCA student have in today's era?
Okay. All right. So honestly, the answer is depend on the domain. Okay, but if you're looking in point of view getting a job, okay, so number of jobs are available for the candidates, those who are expert in front-end technologies. Okay, and also with some back-end technologies like PHP, Python. Okay, so for them, the job opportunities are more compared to the other technologies, but it is totally depend on what your interest is in, and how much comfortable and how much kind of expert you are in that particular technology, as well as in the domain. That also matters. Okay, so when I say domain, it means there is a e-learning domain, e-commerce domain, CRM, then education domain like e-learning, as I said, healthcare domain. So there are plenty of domains available. So it's totally depend on that your interest, and it's totally depend on the market demand. So, but current market demand is like more of the front end technologies as well as back end technologies that is in current in boom. So I would recommend you to go hands on with the programming language, back end programming language, PHP, Python. Okay, and in front end there are React.js, Vue.js, Node.js. Node.js is coming with the background, and also mobile technologies. So that I would recommend. That is what I would recommend.
Yes.
I hope I answer your question. I don't know who asked this question.
Yes, sir. Yes. So I think the questions, almost all the questions have been answered.
Okay. Participants, do you have any more questions to ask? Okay. Vishal sir, shall we move ahead then?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay. So I hope all the doubts have been clarified by our eminent guest speakers and also by Dr. Vishal Vadaskar sir. We could feel that you all have made participants comfortable to converse in all the three languages, English, Hindi, and Marathi. It was really a wonderful interactive question and answer session. Thank you. Now, I would request all the participants to fill the feedback form. The link has been posted in the chat box. So as we are approaching towards the end of this webinar, I would like to take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks. I feel privileged to thank today's speakers, Mr. Kunal Pingarkar, Mr. Nikhil Gore, and Mr. Ankur Srivastav for inspiring our participants and giving an excellent coverage on the topic Gateway to Glorious Corporate Career, DYPIMR, MBA Digital Marketing, MBA, and MCA. It's a great honor to have you all guiding all the participants today through this webinar. Further, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the management of Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management and Research for always giving us the opportunity to organize such informative sessions. I am also grateful to Director Dr. Meghna Bhilare ma'am, Associate Director Dr. Vishal Vadaskar sir, and Mrs. Manisha Pawar ma'am for their continuous support and motivation, which has greatly helped us in organizing such an insightful session. Sincere thanks to Dr. Tejashree Talla ma'am, HOD MBA, and Dr. Shikha Dubey ma'am, HOD MCA, for their continuous enthusiastic support. I also would like to thank all the faculty members and all those who have helped in organizing this webinar. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants for being a part of this webinar and also for their active participation and patient listening. Dear participants, achieve big in life, always dream big, and work hard and work smart to get there. With these words, we move on to the end of the webinar. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kunal sir. Thank you, Nikhil
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It was
Thank you.
great. It was great to be a part of this session with you. As many questions and the type of questions which they have come, that is an indication itself that your inputs have been so valued by the participants. Thank you very much for the same, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
you.
sir. Bye.
I hope all the participants